Cancer-related lymphedema can be prevented, but only if it's caught early. To prevent chronic lymphedema, patients need to be identified and treated at the subclinical stage before they develop symptoms. There is no way to predict which patients will develop lymphedema, and by the time they experience swelling, the condition is typically irreversible. So routine testing of all at-risk patients is critical. Current tools like tape measures, however, lack the diagnostic accuracy and objective data that are necessary to detect subclinical lymphedema consistently. These technologies rely on significant fluid accumulation to detect measurable increases in limb circumference and increases in fat and soft tissue that may further complicate interpretation. And when you factor in human variability, these instruments become unreliable. Today, the only reliable tool we have to spot subclinical lymphedema is bioimpedance spectroscopy, L-Dex, which measures extracellular fluid. Bioimpedance spectroscopy has demonstrated up to a 95% reduction in clinical breast cancer-related lymphedema. But detecting small changes in the patient's extracellular fluid requires a comparative data point, which is unique to each patient. That's why it's critical to obtain a pre-treatment baseline. It's the only way to really know what normal looks like for each patient. Even if your surgery is unlikely to put patients at risk, downstream treatments such as chemotherapy or radiation can. So as a surgeon, you are your patient's first and best chance for early detection. But you may also be their only line of defense. That's why surgeons are the natural leaders for tackling this issue. Fortunately, testing isn't complicated. All you really need to do is support a prevention program. The basics of lymphedema education and testing can be performed easily by your staff. Routine testing and treatment of subclinical lymphedema has been shown to bring the incidence of chronic lymphedema down to under 3% in breast cancer patients. You are your patient's best advocate. It's time to take lymphedema seriously. It's time to take the lead.